650 guys, Ayuk's the best receiver on the team. Not even close. His separation is way better than the other receivers, and his hands are better. I don't like when we compare hands because all these guys can catch. There were times last night that Debo and others had trouble getting separation. Also, regarding Purdy's arm, read the Athletic article about the legs and the hip work he did to pick up 5 miles per hour on his ball velocity that people say is unheard of this late in their career. Well, thanks for all the info. He has plenty of arm strength. Plenty of arm strength. There you go.
Well, Debo had 6 for 129, average 21.5 a pop. Why does it sound like you're trying to take something away from him? Debo is different. He is so unique, just like the Niner offense. If you want to say Ayuk's the best receiver on the team, go ahead.
You have.
But the team has won the game. They're 3-0. They won it 30-12. I'm not going to do that. I've already, Debo brings something that nobody else on this team brings. Physicality, almost like never seen before from a receiver.
What are you so afraid of?
I don't like hate.
No, it's not hate to say.
You like hate.
It's not hate to say Ayuk gets better separation than Debo.
And I'm going to stick up for Debo and say that's not everybody knows that. But Debo does something solely only he can, so don't come here saying
he does.
Well, that's how I process it.
That's not negative toward Debo.
Oh, no.
It's like everybody's got strengths and weaknesses.
But who played last night and showed out?
Debo.
Okay, so that's who needs to be talked about today.
No, he can talk about whoever he wants. He's a listener.
Yeah, and I've said what he said. But I know Ayuk can't do what Debo does. Nobody can. It makes the Niners greater and unique and diversified. Who wants to call up here and Steiny does this, Guru does this? What's the point?
That's what it is.
What's the point?
What do you mean, what's the point? Everybody's different. Everybody's different. He was talking about how Debo's a different kind of receiver.
No, he said Ayuk's the best receiver on the team as if he was disparaging
all
Debo.
Preseason.
That's
what's the problem?
But I didn't say it after a game where Debo balls out. Give Debo his flowers.
No.
Especially for last night.
I'm
not asking you to.
Well,
I
you just
will.
said somebody.
I will.
He just repeated what you've been saying all year about Ayuk.
Yeah, but when did I say it? I didn't say it after Debo balled out last night. Put some respect on his name. And the guy, Ayuk wasn't even available.
Nobody's not putting respect on
giving
Debo
his flowers for last night.
I'm not here to do pep rally radio.
You don't have to.
Come
you
on,
can't
Goo.
jump, so you can't be. You can't do it. I'm just telling you, Debo balled last night. Miss me with your timing on Ayuk being the best receiver, overboard. And he wasn't playing. No, I'm not. I'm giving Debo his flowers. Ain't no Debo nowhere else in the league. Give that man his flowers for his good-ass game last night.
You give him to him.
I have.
Exactly. Nobody's taking him away. Biggest problem with the Niners was the center. 50% of the snaps were low. I didn't notice that.
Xfinity mobile text line. I didn't notice either. Now that's nitpicking. Shout out Bonte Hill.
Ayuk is 6'1" with a 6'9" wingspan. Juwan Jennings is 6'3". Yet Ayuk's wingspan is closer to Calvin Johnson Jr.'s than it is to Juwan Jennings. Thank you.
They're all special. Don't you get it?
You're so. You know what? You've gotten soft. That's all. Yeah. That's all. Nobody disparaged Debo. He had a great game. I came out and said nobody can even tackle the guy. Yeah. You can't even tackle Debo.
Right.
Lamar. What's up, Lamar?
Not much. Another victory on our hands, man. Good one last night. I just want to speak up on what the caller or the guy who texted in about Ayuk. And it's not to put Debo down, man. It's just to show the absence of what Ayuk is to the team, just like Cooper Kupp last week. The young guys tore us up last week with the Rams, the running back, the Pika guy, I forget who his name is, but they ate us up. Had they had Cooper Kupp, that's a different game. Yesterday, with Ayuk, that's a different game. So we should have had more points up. I believe we stalled out and doing these field goal things again. I wasn't really feeling it. We need to finish, and I think Ayuk is our finisher. He's our possession guy. All of our receivers, yes, Ayuk is a different type of physicality as well as Debo. Debo is a physical guy. He looks for it. Ayuk is, I think he's just a more physical specimen in general. But Debo is going to find it. It's not a knock against Debo, but, man, they both bring something different to the table.
Yep.
Games go different with and without them. This is a Super Bowl team. We got all the pieces. Let's go, Niners.
Who's got the best hands on the Niners?
Ayuk.
Why are you disparaging Debo and McCaffrey and Kittle?
I'm not. You asked me a question.
That's kind of what I'm talking about. I mean, I think the reason the 49ers are so devastating is because they got a McCaffrey who can catch out of the backfield. They've got Ayuk, who's like just the definition of a receiver.
Yep.
Then you got Deebo Samuel, who's very different than a regular receiver. And he does it different. Right.
Yeah.
Ayuk is a better wide receiver.
And
like
you've heard those words come out of my mouth.
And I know.
I just thought it was unfair after last night's game where the guy that we're talking about, Ayuk, didn't play. Debo had a good-ass game. I took that as shade. That's all.
Hello, gents. Are there really enough flowers to go around? Seems like everybody's bouquet lately comes up with a sprig of stinkweed. Okay.
That's what happens when you win, bud. You're in a garden.
888-957-9570 is the number if you want to jump in on the Xfinity mobile text line. That also is 888-957-9570. That's the number if you want to jump into the conversation. 49ers 3-0, the only 3-0 team in the league. And they've gotten off to a great start, which is something that Kyle Shanahan talked about way back in training camp, considering that the 49ers the last 2 years have not gotten off to great starts. Let's go to Rick. Rick's in Moraga. What's up, Rick? How you doing, man?
Hey, guys, I'm good. Hey, I wanted real quick on Brock Purdy and Mike Tomczak. Tomczak was actually a very good quarterback at Ohio State.
Yeah.
He was kind of like a Purdy. He was the kind of guy you maybe not going to draft. You know, you can get him later,
right?
Sign him. And in '85, the Bears won the championship. So Tomczak didn't have to do a lot. He had that great Bears defense.
But that was McMahon. That was McMahon.
No, McMahon in '85.
Right.
McMahon won it. They won in '85. In '86, McMahon got hurt.
Okay.
Tomczak played for him.
Fair.
And that Bears defense, Tomczak didn't have to do much.
I
like
got you.
Purdy, he doesn't have to do a whole lot. The Niners have a great defense. So it's very similar. They're both Mr. Irrelevant, one not drafted. Both had great defenses. But I think Purdy is a bit more talented than Tomczak. But Tomczak was a good quarterback.
What'd they do that year? Do you remember? What'd they do the year after the Super Bowl? Remind me.
They went 12-4, and then the Niners went down to Chicago in the NFC Championship and beat them, I think, opening drive. You can remember Wayne Walker, Rice over the middle. He's gone. They won't catch him.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great knowledge, Rick. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so just, okay, have a good day, guys.
You too.
But Tomczak wasn't drafted. Was not.
Right.
Wow.
Which makes it even crazier in a way.
You're correct.
We get Victory Monday to come, but I'm enjoying this nitpicking Friday. That's what happens when you're a Super Bowl contender. You want us to compare you to the
well, like we said
Arizona
earlier,
Cardinals?
2 of 5 in the red zone. If you want to nitpick, could be better, but damn, they scored 30, right?
What are they for the red zone for the season? I wonder. I mean, like, you get 30 points. Like, I don't give a rat's behind about the red zone if we scored 30 points in each of our first 3 games.
Then that ain't even on your list then.
Do the Niners play the Cards this Sunday or next Sunday? No, they get a week off. 7:07, and I got the caller was wrong. Jerry Rice play was in the '88 playoffs, and they went to the Super Bowl to beat the Bengals. I'm not sure.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
They are 7 of 13 in the red zone in terms of attempts into touchdowns.
That's pretty good, right?
That's more than good.
It's 20th in the league. Total attempts, they have a lot of red zone trips, but the actual amount that they convert into touchdowns is relatively
percentages
low.
We're talking. Right, and they're going to have more trips because they play 3 games now, right? Like all the other teams are probably 5 of 10 or something like that. Or
in general, like the average amount of red zone trips are more than other teams.
Right. Then what's the average percentage? Or what's the best percentage red zone team?
Oh, give me a sec.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's better than 50% then.
Apparently so. The Bears went 14-2 with Tomczak. Ditka chose Doug Flutie. I don't know. I don't know what's right and what's wrong.
But we do know Brock Purdy's a hell of a story.
Absolutely.
And he's